Welcome. Alright, so check this out. I just want to do this really quick video for you guys. I just happen to be online doing a little research. Even though I don't like to use Google as my primary source for research. As I've told you guys many times, and I've showed you guys a lot of my book collection, Google should not be your primary source of research. However, Google can be good. It can be good for some research purposes. So we're not going to throw the baby out with the bathwater. I'm not telling y'all don't use Google at all. Just don't make it your only primary source of research, right? So now I was online, just perusing, checking out some sites because I'm gathering some information for another PowerPoint presentation that I'm getting ready to do for you guys. That I'm working on for you guys, rather. Now, but I came across this website and I was reading this and I was like, oh my God. So I just want to share this with you guys. Now, this is not particularly what my PowerPoint is going to be about, but I just found it to be quite interesting and I had to share it with you guys. So, and that's what I want to do right now. So look, check this out. Let's read right here. And this is coming from this website. Will be downstairs in the description. You guys know how I do. Listen up, guys. Also, about my links, I don't know, YouTube, they over here, they changing up so many things. And even though my channel is old, this channel is at least, 8 years old, 10 years old. Matter of fact, let me look over here and see something. How old is my channel? Let's go over here. Let me check. Let me go here. Let me go over here. Let me click on view your channel. I just want to see something real quick. Okay, so I'm on my channel. I'm looking at my other PC right now. And I just want to check something real quick right here for a second. Alright. And I noticed that my numbers be going up. They be going down. I don't know what's going on. Alright, so now 5, 8, yeah, like I said, my channel is
to make a few comments concerning.
Alright, so this channel is about 8 years old, guys, and I shouldn't have to go through no verification if I want to leave a link, but obviously they're trying to discourage those of us that are just simply trying to do our due diligence and do what the universal God and what the ancestors would have us to do, which is to share and pass on knowledge and preserve the legacy and the history of our people. You feel me? And there should be nothing illegal and there should be no harm in that. The same way these people have done for so many years. Matter of fact, you're going to hear a little bit of that when I start reading this passage. So, you know what? Without further ado, let me just go ahead and start reading this right here. So, the Boy Scouts of America, a pinnacle of excellence for all boys in America, gave many children a community to support them. Through this network, they could have purpose and focus in their lives, an amazing opportunity to offer children unknown of what comes next. The organization began in 1908, founded by a retired British Army officer, Lieutenant General Robert Baden-Powell. Inspired by his idols, check this out, guys. Don't forget, 1908 is when it was founded. The Boy Scouts. And his idols were who? Now this is the part that really got me right here, y'all. Mussolini and Hitler. Oh my God. Are you serious? Mussolini and Hitler? Those were his idols? Yo. You do know that Mussolini killed 5 million Ethiopians. 5 million. So while everybody only just seems to cry about the atrocities that Hitler allegedly, because we got receipts on a lot of that stuff about Hitler too. But I ain't going to get into all that right here. You want to know further, you can go to other channels and find something else about that Hitler situation. But we have come to learn that it didn't all go down the way we were told or taught it went down. But that should be of no surprise to anyone. Not at this late day and age. So, Hitler and Mussolini, these were his idols. And this is the man that started and founded the Boy Scout of America. Now, the Boy Scout of America is known for, like it says here, like it says right here, they could have purpose and focus in their life. An amazing opportunity to offer children unknown of what comes next. Now listen, and it did just that, because a lot of orphans, a lot of wayward children back then, okay, namely them, right? And I don't mean no disrespect, no pun when I say that. I'm just stating the facts. I ain't making this up. You can look it up and you will see. Matter of fact, you can already see anyway. So let me just keep going. So, you know, look, this says photo from the first North American Boy Scout troop. Look at them. This must be him right here. Officer, what's his name? Robert, sorry, Adam. Where did I get Adam from? Robert Baden Powell. So, anyway, yeah. And a lot of these, you can look at their face and tell that they was troublemakers. Like, look at him. Look at him. Yeah, let's blow it up. Look at him. Oh, God, he look like he just beating people up, beating kids up every day. If you watch a lot of them documentaries on BBC and even here on YouTube and other streaming devices and places, you can see and you will see and hear how many of these boys, that's what they were doing. They were beating on the other boys. They were raping the other boys. I mean, you know, and the people that were supposed to be overseeing and there to guide these young people, they too were engaging in many of these nefarious acts. Just all too horrible. But that's what was going on. Real talk, y'all. Real talk. Like I say, don't believe me, go look it up. I ain't making it up. I don't have to. I'm not out to get nobody. Okay? The organization, okay, we read that. Okay, Hitler and, now Mussolini. 5 million Ethiopians. Hitler allegedly killed all these people, burned them up in the human-sized ovens at his camps, where he incarcerated and burned alive all the Jews. Such horrible things, such horrible acts against humanity. But these were his idols. Look what it say right here. Baden Powell strove to set the moral tone of our race. Who race? Obviously, this was all for them. Just like I just said, it was all for them. All for these people, these little boys. Yep, that's why back in the days, your little boys couldn't get in there. They didn't start letting your little boys in until what, 70s, 80s? My children, I wasn't having that. They was not going to partake in any of that. On any of that. Because see, I didn't even need to read something like this to know that this was built in pure evil. Let me tell you something. My grandmama, God rest her soul, used to always say, if you build it on bloody land, it ain't gonna stand, and ain't nothing good gonna ever come out of it. And if it was built with blood on your hands, ain't nothing good gonna ever come out of that. If you got blood on your hands, if you had to kill and maim and steal to get it, nothing good gonna come out of it. See what I'm saying? Oh yeah, you might be thinking everything you getting right now, oh, this is all so wonderful, and oh, this is fabulous, life is so good because I got everything. Look at me, look at me. I have everything, you have nothing. I know that's how many people in the world feel. Unfortunately, most of those people are supposed to be our leaders. Anyway, let me digress. But like I'm saying, if you built it on you look, these were your idols. These were some of the cruelest men in the world. Mussolini and Hitler, just straight annihilating people, entire groups of people, based upon their nationality, skin complexion, religious indoctrinations or religious beliefs alone. That was it. That was no other reason but those reasons. This is why these people went around the world doing what they did. I told y'all Mussolini killed 5 million Ethiopians. Hitler, we know what he did. But this was who he was inspired by. These were his idols. And he built this to he strove to set moral tone of our race. See, this is the sickness. This is why I tell you, man, listen. We don't need to keep going back and forth with these folk, man. Listen to me, man. I don't give a damn what nobody's saying. And I'm not saying this to be racist because, listen, first of all, I can't be a racist. Second of all, I'm not saying this to be discriminatory. Like I told y'all, I'm not discriminatory. I'm not in competition with anyone. Anything I want or need or desire, I do know how to go out and get it on my own. So I don't need to be in competition with nobody. I don't need to throw nobody under the bus to get it. I don't need to do all that. You understand what I'm saying? I just want what's owed to me. You know? And that's right. There is such thing in this world as the law of use. See what I'm saying? I only take what I need. Period. Bottom line. You know, but morals. Let's just go over here right quick. Let's do this real fast. Let me just look this up. I want to look up. Out of curiosity, let's just see. See what I'm saying? Because, see, this is something you all are going to have to start getting into the habit of doing. Researching and looking up words. This is why back in the days when you sat down and do your homework, and at least for my era, growing up as a 70s baby, even most of the 80s babies can remember this. You always sat down with a dictionary, a thesaurus, or an encyclopedia as you did your homework because you had to look up information. You had to look up words. And nowadays, I don't know, these children are all relying upon Siri and AI, and nobody's doing the work no more. And the parents are just sitting back like, oh, look at my baby. He doing so well. He just excelling. She just doing so well. Look at her. What? But ask them, do they know the definition of a simple word like morals? How many of you really know the definition of a simple word like morals? What are morals? Now, I'll tell you what morals... Well, first of all, let's read this. Okay, moral. A lesson especially concerning what is right or prudent. Okay, a lesson. Now, I don't know how I necessarily feel about that, but, you know, this is the new age, so, you know, words have been altered, meanings have been altered, and, you know, I don't know. But what does it say? A lesson, especially one concerning what is right or prudent, that can be derived from a story, a piece of information, or an experience. The moral of the story was one must see. Why am I reading like this? The moral of the story was that one must see the beauty in what one has. Okay, on that sense, yeah, that's what moral means. But you see, when I talk about morals, I go a little deeper because the way I was raised and the way many of us were raised, that's us as in melanated people, okay? Let's make no mistakes. But the way many of us were raised as melanated people, the way we were taught, especially for my 70s and beyond babies and even my 80 babies, okay, before all this new millennial, new age shit came in, we were always taught that you don't kill because it's wrong and because, number one, you have morals. See, I was always taught that you don't go around molesting and raping babies because you have morals. I was always taught that you don't take what's not yours because you have morals. It's endowed in you, right and wrong. It's endowed in you, right? So, you can't get it out of a story. You can't get it out of a book. But if we look at it in this context, the moral of the story, which is kind of like the main idea, the conclusion, whatever you want to call it. But morals, when you're dealing spiritually with morals, which is what I do believe he was referring to when he uses the word moral right here. He set the moral tone of our race. That is an inward thing, a spiritual thing. And you cannot have morals if your idols are people that committed heinous crimes and acts against humanity, such as the ones that Mussolini and Hitler did. Right? So let's just be clear on that. Matter of fact, let's go a little deeper. I want to go a little deeper. I want to go a little deeper. This time I want to go over here. I want to see what Webster gives the definition of morals. Let's see what the definition of morals used to be before they obviously went and finagled with it. Okay? Here we go, because I was just looking it up on the first recording. This is the second recording that I'm doing right here. First one got messed up. Alright, so boom, here we go. Morals. Noun, plural, the practice of the duties of life as a man of correct morals. 1. Conduct, behavior, course of life in regard to good and evil. Some as corrupt in their morals. See what I said? In your morals, it's an inward thing. It's a spiritual thing. It's not an outward thing. It's not outside of you. Your morals are within you. You are supposed to be endowed with these things. By who? The Creator God. The God that created you endowed you with the morals. The right, the wrong, the moral compass of a man. See what I'm saying? And in order to do something like this, or to follow people that did these things, you cannot have morals, obviously. And this is why, even though, yes, the Boy Scout of America did teach and groom millions of little boys all over the world how to grow up and become men, it also raped, beat, and molested millions of little boys all over the world. Why were such evil things being done in a place where all this love was supposed to be thrusted upon these little children, these little boys, these little wayward boys that in many cases had no home of their own, had no mommy or daddy to love them, tuck them in at night. You understand what I'm saying? Because this man, Lieutenant General Robert Baden-Powell, his idols were Mussolini and Hitler. So, he strove to set the moral tone for our race. Now, apparently, to say our race, that means that whoever wrote this blog is obviously Caucasian. Right? And if you believe that's what he did, then hey, more power to you. More power to you. Moral tone of our race and revive some of the rules of the kings of old. Come on. Really? Now, I don't mean no disrespect. I ain't trying to disrespect the whoever. Monarchy, whatever you want to say, call it, or anything like that. I'm not trying to do that. But we want to talk about the kings of old. A lot of the things that the kings of old did were too against and without morals. See what I'm saying? There was no God involved, no morals involved. Some of the most heinous acts, crimes against humanity, were committed by these kings of old. If not clearly stated, the race Baden Powell hopes to preserve is the white race. Whoo! Let me read that one more time for you. Let me read it one more time. If not clearly stated, the race Baden Powell hopes to preserve is the white race. And that's why back then, ladies and gentlemen, your little boys could not join the Boy Scouts of America and all their ethnics and morals. Yo, these people, it's hilarious to me. It's hilarious. It's hilarious. That's why I try to put a spin on it and make it give it a little funk. I gotta put a spin on it and make it humorous, because it's humorous when you think about a lot of shit. Like, yo, who are they? Who are they? Man, come on. The backwards way of thinking shows that you have no moral compass. Your backwards way of thinking shows that you are not a child of the Most High. The organization conceded with Jim Crow. Ooh, I didn't even get this far. Jim Crow laws and segregation. Consequently, the Boy Scouts was a whites-only organization. Whites only. Sound familiar? Sound like to me when Martin went in that restaurant, remember? And what the lady told him, these is whites only pies. Yeah. So I know, with the new generation now, because they don't really know a lot of these atrocities and a lot of these things that went on. They was born in an era where everything was pretty much done for them. See what I'm saying? They ain't had to put no pliers on the TV. They ain't had to do things like put antennas on the back of the TV. Tape a hanger on the back of the TV when the antenna broke. Put some pliers on the TV to turn the knob. Nah, they was born in the era where, they have remote control. TV is 24 hours. It don't even go off no more. You understand what I'm saying? They can go press rewind, watch their favorite episodes over and over and over and over again as many times as they want to. If you a 70s baby and beyond, and even the 80s babies, you didn't have that opportunity many times. But this new generation, they don't know any of these things, because look at what they done gave them, all these amenities. But that's what they said they would give you, right? In that 14th Amendment, they said they was going to give you amenities. And they done flooded you with so much amenities that there ain't no morals around. But thank God, many of us still do have morals, such as myself. But yeah, man, these were some bad little motherfuckers, man. I ain't gonna front, y'all. I don't know these children, but I'm telling you what I do know. I grew up watching black and white movies, because in the 70s, that's all you had. Black and white. Everything was black and white. Abbott and Costello, I Love Lucy. My Three Sons, Dick Van Dyke Show. Everything was white. Everything was in black and white. That was my era, 1971. That's where I came up. That's all we had on TV. You understand what I'm saying? Hall and Oates. You know what I'm saying? Blondie. Madonna. Well, that was a little later. But still, that's all you had on the radio. Everything was whitewashed back then. So this generation right now, today, they don't know nothing. But we got to prepare them, and we got to teach them not to be hateful. Because listen, like I always say, when you go downstairs and you read my information, I always say, you come here with peace and love in your heart, I welcome you. And I will give it right back to you. This ain't about color. This ain't about none of those things. And this is just about preparing my people. And the only way I can truly prepare my people is we got to know where you come from to know where you're going. You got to know what happened to know what could happen again. Because everything is just being repeated. That's all. It's nothing new under the sun here. But if we don't start uncovering every dirty little detail now, today, and you talking about building a new, you're just going to wind up right back where you were. But, yeah, man, I had to share that little clip with y'all because I can't believe that, yo. But, yeah, look at these little fuckers. These are some bad little fuckers, yo. Excuse my French, but, yeah, they were bad. Bad. If you watch a lot of them documentaries, you read a lot of them documentaries and stuff like that and see what they was doing in the Boy Scouts of America. Little children like this. Look at him. Damn, he look like he about to go get a job down at the mill. Big as he is. Oh, man. But, yo, I'm out. That's it. I just wanted to share that with y'all. You know, I may just be using some snippets from this one for my PowerPoint presentation I'm putting together. But I did want to share that part with y'all, So, you know, hey, thanks for spending a little time with your sis. Rocking out for me. Hope you enjoyed this video. And, you know, I just try to make it a little funny. Put a little spin on it. And in hopes that you will get it. That's all. You know, I love you, my brother, my sister. I love you. For anybody that came on by, watch, checked out this video, I thank you. I welcome you. I appreciate you. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Give me a thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Click the bell to be notified every time I come on, drop a video. And I got so many things going on, people. I can't be one of those kind of people that just sit up here and drop videos all day, every day. I just can't. I have a lot of things going on in my life outside of YouTube. So you understand what I'm saying? Like, things that pay my bills, for instance. Right? So, on that note, I'm going to say peace. Arrivederci. Nah, I'm joking. But peace. I love y'all. Till next time. And remember, sky is not the limit. The limit is infinite. Wherever your mind can take you, there you shall be. Peace to you. Be safe always. Love, reciprocity, and all that is good. Peace.